Hi, I'm Ken. This video is about my first and all-time favorite car, a 1966 Mustang. No, not this one. This one is Kaylee's. I'd like to show you how I turned this into this and some of the ways that I had fun with it along the way, including winning these and these. On November 4th, 1988, I bought this garden variety Mustang coupe for $1,500. It barely ran. 0 to 60 took minutes. Originally candy apple red, someone had painted it a yucky green. The interior was just as bad. A lot of the parts weren't even attached. Notice the Yosemite Sam back off floor mats and how the spray painting of parts had been done right there on the trunk. Within the first week, I had gray primered the worst spots on the body. It wasn't pretty, but rust was minimal. Those are non-matching Oldsmobile hubcaps. My mom sewed up the headliner with dental floss. After that, it didn't bother me and I never replaced it. It was a little reminder of where the project started. My dad helped me rebuild the stock 2-barrel carburetor using a kit from Chief Auto Parts. It made an amazing difference. Look how much the dash sagged, and check out that 8-track stereo. This was taken from the rear of the car. That's my dad helping me. A short time later, that exhaust system would literally fall off on the way to school. I was interested in the car's history, so I wrote a previous owner. To my delight, she wrote me back. I don't remember why the hood needed to be replaced, but this wouldn't be the last one. That's my brother's '77 Trans Am that I later built a 455 for. Here's a cheap set of headers and a 2 1/4 dual exhaust with a crossover pipe. My car got painted twice. It's a long story, and this was between paint jobs. Wouldn't have happened without my dad.
Oh man, did I look cheesy.
I'm about to drive the Mustang with its new paint job to school for the first time. At least the car is cool. The Skyjacker air shocks are pumped up. That's my friend Ron's '67 Camaro. We were putting on our own little car show on the evening of a band concert. I wanted to get the '66 in a magazine. Mustang Times required submissions in black and white, so I took some. These are my favorites. Check this out. It worked. This engine fire was my fault. I forgot to tighten the clamp on a fuel line. Luckily, it happened in Waco near a fire station, or that would have been the end of my '66. Build back better. That's an Edelbrock 600 CFM vacuum secondary carburetor and a Performer aluminum intake manifold. The car got faster and was a great daily driver. Non-adjustable fiberglass racing seats were light but uncomfortable. I made a hinged grate that sat over the gas tank and gave the trunk a flat floor, then covered it with carpet. Those are 15-inch subs powered by an amplifier under the cooling slots in the carpet. Autocross Day, Fall 1991. These cars are staging for a run. Generally, you got 4 runs. Notice 4 white marks on each tire. The wear on those marks helps with adjusting air pressure. I am seriously off course here, spinning off the track with my dad along for the ride. My dad looks like he enjoyed that. Texas A&M Sports Car Club Autocross, Spring 1992. This is the Little River drag strip near Temple, Texas, November 1993. The A&M Sports Car Club had the track to ourselves. I made about 25 runs that day. 280 rear end gears aren't good for drag racing. My best time was a 1565. There was never a time when I was not planning or executing a project on this car. Here you can just make out the four-wheel disc brakes. Here, the 289 has Holley projection throttle body EFI and an electronic ignition distributor. By August 1996, I had bought a second 66 for drag racing and was fixing up a 68 for profit. I did some serious engine swapping among these three Mustangs. Here, the 289 has been pulled and the radiator seriously upgraded. There are centerline 15x7 aluminum wheels and Coney shock absorbers. That's the same 289 which ended up in the 68. This is a 351 Windsor block, bored and stroked to 426 cubic inches. It has Edelbrock aluminum heads and a Performer RPM intake. It all fit under the stock hood. Despite serious vapor lock problems that didn't get solved until later, Ken's 66 ran the quarter mile in 12.99 seconds in January of 1997. My beloved 66 Mustang died April 28, 1997. I was stopped at a traffic light. The driver of the Toyota 4Runner said she zoned out and never even braked. She hit me so hard that my car was shoved into the car in front of me. I walked away unharmed, but my Mustang was crushed, front and rear. State Farm paid me $5,000, an amount as ludicrously low as it sounds. I kept the car for a while, but it was beyond repair. I did keep the seats, and they're going in Kaylee's 66 Mustang, so a piece of Ken's 66 lives on. 100,000 views, and we're just getting started. Thank you all.